It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Minnesota Twins. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Joe Ryan is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work
Leading
this
off
one
the
here
afternoon
today.
for Miami.
Into the box now, number 25. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Hard hit at third. Lewis has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad. They'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it. He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield third baseman.
Gene Segura standing in. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A bullet to first base. Tries to dance back to the bag to double off the runner, but not in time.
The right fielder.
So here is Avisail Garcia. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Pitch misses low. The throw down.
He got him on the tag.
Tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brandon Garrett gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in this last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-1. Misses up and in.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the first baseman, Tyler.
At the plate, Tyler W. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way.
D-Rod.
Curveball fooled him there as he's
No
way
ball.
out in front. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
You know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Batting third.
A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
No doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
And there's a base hit on the line. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Wood.
Up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You can get a star player like this swinging at something.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. There's the ball low. This is with a changeup. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw is up with it. Only play will be the first as we'll see our first run scored here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
The designated hitter.
The next twin up, Tim Kruger. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Buxton on third with 2 out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the 0-2 hit back up the middle. And that throw into center field. Base hit. A dash in here as the run is in to score from third.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby dive right up the street.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Standing in now, Colby Obradovich. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Two and 0 for the Twins left fielder.
2 balls, no strike.
Now the 2-0 home. He's taken strike 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Curveball's rounded towards second. This one first in time, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Avisail Garcia. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one, only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. Up the middle. Throw to first to the inside, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up the first baseman. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched.
Ball 2.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pitch popped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting 6.
Up next for Miami, Jordan Rose. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
That's the
fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Swing and a line drive. That gets down and the inning continues. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. I thought it might be a little bit close to play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Nick Gordon, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching.
Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Rose at second with 2 down. Down the third baseline. Foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Payoff pitch home. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this will be fouled away. Hit out towards second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Sean Overdovich. Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is offered that and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter, but the ball's going right at it?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Digging in now, Dan Robinson, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat. In his hands this year, the average isn't pretty. The 1-0, and there he goes towards second. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Garcia is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The bat.
Ready for another chance. Darren Obradovich. He drew a walk his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Fouled off. And he'll step off and fire it back. And he's back in standing. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. We are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Holt makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 9. The
Digging in, Chad Waller.
Chad.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball that misses.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting his seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also
25.
worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, it's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead.
No, that's no.
The 0-1. Right side, hit hard. Throw to first to get him easily, and his side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready now. Tyler W. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The first baseman, Tyler W.
First offering on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Wallach. Throw to first is in time, one down.
Up next for Minnesota.
So one away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Fields it cleanly. So gets two down.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Royce Lewis. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. He throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins. Leading off the inning, Mason Burdick.
Leading off for the
They'll
Marlins.
need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Obradovich. Stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The third baseman.
First offering on its way. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Play by Sail Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Striding into the box, Tim Kruger. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Kruger.
Liner in there for a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but
Now
that's his second knock.
The left fielder.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scoreboard might be thinking we would have avoided a worse fate. Into the box, holding Obradovich. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball comes off.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Into the box now, Sean Obradovic. No balls and 1 strike. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That fastball's too much for him there. 1 and 2. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before. If you're not a hard thrower, you can still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
And another foul ball. Kruger at second. Obradovic on at first with nobody out. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Short of the hook. He reached on a single in his first strike. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Now
a great equalizer. The changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
1 ball.
Starting with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Down and missed. 1-1. Robinson, a 25-year-old. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. 2 to 3 year deal, put yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Fans, summer's almost here. The temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to buying individual tickets alone.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, 0-1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. So 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. Ball 2. And swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department. Standing in, Jordan Gross. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping into the box, Nick Gordon. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he is.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Boy, Giro, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing
35.
carried off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting in quickly, and probably does a good job of holding it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there.
No, he's in
And
there.
hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's in at second safely, as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
The catcher, number 17.
So stepping in, Chad Waller, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
No ball.
And a called
1 strike.
strike down in the zone, 0-1. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Racing back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Man, it's like
Now
deja
batting.
vu all over again.
Number
2
25.
well hit, back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Number 25 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 2-0 to the Marlins designated hitter in this one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like Diaz today. He's had this lineup off balance all game.
Go on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3
Now
pitches,
batting,
all
first
3
baseman,
down in the zone. So
Tyler.
now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Tyler W. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No hits to this point. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is taking ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
1 out, nobody on. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. He's set and the pitch.
That's the ball.
Ball 1. In his career, Buxton is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
2-0 now. W stands at first with 1 out. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Brinson going back on it. It's a 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it gives the Twins a 4-2 lead.
Tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing the ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what you got. A really bad result.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Royce Lewis. The first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far.
Now batting,
7th
the designated
hit of the
hitter.
game already. They're really making it work.
100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show.
Into the box, Tim Kruger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
1 ball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better take this stuff.
Now
got 3 knocks in the big league way now.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
So
please.
he'll make his way to the dugout
Now
after
54
working just
Miami.
4 1/3, and he just
Number
didn't have his best stuff in the In now, Colby Obradovich. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. 1-0 home. Swung on and missed, strike one.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them. But he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
1 ball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Now at the plate, he'll look to bounce back after striking out last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
From the belt, the pitch. He got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. And 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And it's fouled away. Bases are loaded with only one out. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. It's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strike. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
It'll be a tough play. Flip of his glove for one. But 2 runs scored for the Twins. Ready for another shot now, Mason Burdick. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. Hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for the strikeout there.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This one ain't coming back.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go out to the next hit.
The right fielder,
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. Going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. And he fouls this one off.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the first base.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but here it comes. 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Oberdango is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the shot is retired. Marlins get one back thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Twins 4 and the Marlins 3. Now to the plate, Dan Robinson comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The catcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Robinson.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Your attention, please.
Going to come off the bench. He'll be asked to lead off the bottom of any number 6.
Nicholas.
Running 1 to count now. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the base plate.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Up next for Minnesota.
Now at the plate, Darren Oberdango. 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
No ball. 1 strike. Oh.
fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Burdick moves over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Settling in now, Tyler W. The switch hitter will take his cusp left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Lifted the other way to left center. Burdick is going to have room out there as he puts this away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now
leading off the inning,
number 22,
Jordan throws as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here comes another 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Ready once again. Nick Gordon. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. This one's down to third. Lewis right there. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Digging in. Lewis Brinson. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Hit hard towards center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Comes set. The 0-1. Fouled off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man.
Your
Peter
attention,
Banks
please.
gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
Number
seventh.
29, Peter.
Here's Byron Buxton now. They'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
He's hitting for the
Rich
win.
is up off the bench
Number
as he'll be
35.
asked to get something
Isaac.
started in the home half of the seventh. In
That's a
tight here
corner.
with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now the 1-0. Offered at and missed for the first strike. As a slider waved
One
at
ball.
and missed.
2 strikes.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still, then it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. And now it'll be the full Royce
The third baseman.
from the stretch.
Lewis.
Ball 1. On the strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might hit a swing.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location, no matter how hard you're throwing.
1 out, nobody on. Now a
3 ball.
fastball
2 strikes.
inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Next will be the designated hitter,
Your attention,
Alex
please.
Healy.
He's hitting for the win.
Pinch hit here. He'll do what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Healy.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Fastball well outside. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pick.
Ladies
Isaac
and gentlemen,
Rich
your
will stay in the
attention,
ballgame
please.
as he takes over in
This
center.
game for
Andrew
the win.
Miller been summoned from
Now
the
playing
bullpen
center
as he'll do so to start
Number
the 8th.
35, Isaac Rich.
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And no one will get this one. Gets away the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-2 to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The left fielder
coming to the plate now, Mason Burdick. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Popped him up. Obradovich over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and we're on 2 away.
Next to the Marlins.
Striking forward now, Segura. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins.
Your
Tyler
attention, please.
Seager is on to pitch out of the
Now
bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53.
Coming to the plate now, Colby Obradovich. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Number 35.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on.
Now in center
1.
Number 22, Yazzie Nicholas.
Ran one in there. This is hit on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next to the Twins.
Now at the plate,
The second baseman.
Obradovich.
Go.
3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes.
Your attention, please.
We'll move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something
Number
started
21.
here with 1 gone in the inning.
Lee.
Comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 19 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. fouled away. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Pitch popped up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Shorty Holt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to left field. Goes Garcia on the warning track. He makes the catch. Twins are set down 1-2.
Ladies and
Brooks
gentlemen,
Lee
your
will stay in the
attention,
ballgame
please.
now as he comes on to
This
play
game
second
for
here.
the Twins.
Liam Hendricks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Drills to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So he waited till the 9th
Now
inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
Oh, we got it straight.
Nice streak there. This is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
In there at the knees, strike 1. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. 1-1 home. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Nicholas has it in his tracks. 2 down.
Now that
In now, Nick Gordon. They'll be looking for something to drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Cooper leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Hit hard. Foul. Miami down to their last strike. And he fouls this one off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Has them down to their final strike here at the And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here. They earned it.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Twins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Joe Ryan pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year. Liam Hendricks hammers down the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the American League Central, the Chi Sox finished off a 2-game sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-4. The Detroit Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 2-1. The Oakland Athletics had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-4. Kluber got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as the Yankees downed the Angels 5-4. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-3. The Reds got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-5. The Braves finished off a 3-game sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. The win was their 6th in a row. The Mets launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Giants 6-3. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-4. The St. Louis Cardinals combined to allow only 4 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-2. The Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 7-5. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow.